all, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Mathilde, I'm a French knitter, and if you're not new here, thank you so much for coming back, I really appreciate it. In this video I want to share with you some projects that I want to show some love to. So in the month of March I hosted the Make It Work March Cal alongside Florence from Florence Miller. We're on the 8th of March today, so I am starting this video now showing you which knits I want to fix and why and how I'm gonna go about it. So I'm gonna take you along with me as I attempt to fix some of my knits and make them work for me so that I get more wear out of them. If you've participated in the Cal, I would really appreciate it if you told me what you got up to during this month, which knits you've shown some love. It can also be any frogging that you did because you didn't end up loving a project that you had finished or that you were about to finish and you ended up deciding to frog it to make it work for you, and that's fine too. That might be what happens with this one as well for me. The first one I'm going to share with you, this is my fluffy crop top. This is one of the first garments I worked on and it is a brioche, beautiful design. Quite simple, I will say, that I knitted, yeah, when I first started knitting, so there's definitely a few mistakes in it. There's some, don't know if you're going to be able to see that, but there's like a stitch that probably got dropped or something. But the main problem with this one is that the bind off is just too tight and I can't even get it over my head. So I'm gonna undo that today. I'm gonna try it on again to see if I like the look of it as a finished object, because I don't think I ever tried it on with like this long of a body. I think I had tried it on when the body was about here, but I've not tried it on obviously in a very long time. I want to see if I want to frog this one or if I want to just fix the bind off, because you can probably tell that I have a big line here. I had attempted to put a lifeline in, so this was one of the first projects I did. It's a brioche knit, so quite not a complicated knit, but for a beginner a little bit, and I had frogged it 3 times and restarted it after having done the increases around the armholes and everything. So when I came to having finally finished those increases and it finally looked like something, I put a lifeline in before continuing the body, because I thought if I make a mistake in the body, I just have to rip back to that point and that'll be better than ripping back everything. But I don't know why I thought blocking would fix it and it didn't, but you can really see that line. So I also want to check that that doesn't bother me when I wear it. I mean, I'm guessing it probably will. Not sure why it looks like that. And as I said, you know, there's this bit that definitely has some dropped stitch, so it looks a bit weird too. So yeah, I just want to see how it looks once I can finally wear it and decide if I want to frog it or if I want to actually wear it. I also think this is designed by Lia Lykke, if I didn't mention. She doesn't have a lot of designs, I don't think, and this one I really fell in love with. But I will say, I think now, since I've had like 2.5 years of knitting behind me, I think the color looks really simple, and yeah, also it looks tiny, so I think my gauge was definitely off, and I just maybe think it's gonna be too small for me. So we're gonna see all of that together. I'm gonna undo the bind off. Hopefully it will go fine, because this is 2 strands of mohair, so it's gonna be painful. I maybe should have put it in the freezer a little bit before doing that, but we're gonna see. And yeah, I knitted this in 2 strands of knitting for olive soft silk mohair in the colorway Dusty Olive, I think. So if I, you know, end up frogging this, I'll figure out what I want to do with the yarn. But if the yarn is still, if it's still possible to use it, so we'll see. But I'm gonna undo that and we'll try it on. half of the bind off. And first of all, I'm not sure how I'm gonna get all of the stitches back on the needle, so we'll see. But I think I should try it on before I undo much. I think I can try it on now. Let's see. Okay, you can clearly see that this bit is lower than this armhole, and I don't like that. Can't really see the... Did I put this backward? No, you can't really see the line there, so that's good. But I think it's just too tight, and I don't think it's very flattering, so I'm probably gonna frog. I've undone all of the bind off, and I feel like, because I wanted to show you a bit better than I did earlier, but I think if it weren't tight and if this armhole was the same height as this, or vice versa, I think it would work. But I don't know, because of this high neck, it's just not very flattering. So I'm just gonna rip it all back. I don't know what I'm gonna use the yarn for, because it's just 2 skeins of mohair, so not a whole lot I can do with that. That's okay. We're just frogging this one. Hi, today I want to start working on fixing my Fennel Seed Jacket. This is a pattern by Florence Miller, which I test knitted this for her, and I'm not happy with how the colour is looking. I think I picked up too many stitches, or something happened where it just looks a bit odd. I didn't take the time to fix it back then because it was a test knit and it was quite, I think it was 7 weeks, and it's on pretty large needles and everything, but I still was pretty rushed doing this bit. I think that was the last thing I had to do. I think I botched it. Anyways, I'm not wearing this one a lot just because of the color of how it's looking. Otherwise, I love it. I love the white sleeves. I love the white raglan. Also, round neck colors are not my fave in cardigans, but I think if I fix it, I will get more wear out of it anyways, even if it's not my fave type of construction. So I need to rip back this double knitting. So it's a bit later than what I wanted, so I'm gonna hopefully be able to unravel the color today and at least maybe pick up the stitches. I maybe have to do some math to figure out how many stitches I need to pick up. And then since it's a double knitted color, it might take me a bit of time, so I'll do it throughout the week. But yeah, I'm gonna start doing that. But the only way I can manage to undo this is by removing the entire color, but I can't find my end in the color itself. So I'm removing it from the cardigan, and then I'll see if I can manage to undo this, maybe by cutting a bit of yarn. But yeah, it's taking a while. So quick update, it's an hour and a half later and I've picked up stitches now, and I'm hoping, because there's no total amount of stitches said in the pattern, it just gives you a pickup rate. So I picked up some stitches in the button band, but again it doesn't really mention that. And I'm hoping, because I know here I had too many, so I think what I might do, I've picked up 5 stitches, and I think what I might do is I might decrease 1 on each side, so that will still give me an even number. And then I'm hoping that I've not picked up too many stitches. We'll see. I think I'm gonna take a break of this because I'm really tired, and I'll pick it back up later in the week, and I'll let you know if once I've knitted 1 or 2 rows my rate was good or not. Hopefully it is. Also, I didn't end up unraveling this to get the yarn because it was going to take too long, so I still have yarn from the project, so I thought I might as well use it, even though I have enough to do something else. I just didn't want to frog that yarn. So I managed to pick up the stitches, I think, for my collar, and I'm still knitting on it, but I think it's gonna look better, especially here. But I'm gonna finish this, I think, tonight, and I'll explain what I did to hopefully make it work, and we'll see if that succeeded or not. It took me like 1.5 hours to, no, maybe like 2 hours to reach the halfway point, and I think tonight I can finish it just fine. But today is actually the 30th of March, so I think it's the last day or the second to last day before April and before the end of the cal, and so I don't think I'm gonna have time to fix the third project that I did want to fix, but I think that's okay. I'll try to fix it before summer truly starts, but I think 2 projects dealt with is good enough. But I also want to try on a sweater that I started and I never finished because I think it's too small. I'm talking about my Alder Sweater by the Creabea. So this is what we've got, and you can probably tell that it's too small. I started this back in March, I want to say, last year, maybe February, and I think my gauge is just too tight. So trying this on is really painful because the way I folded down the collar and, you know, sewed it together is really tight. I now know that I need to go up at least half a needle size, if not just 1 full needle size, to make it stretchy, and so this is quite painful to put on. So I think right now I'm going to frog just that so that we can try it on together, and then depending on how that fits, I might block it and try it on again and decide what I do. Do I keep working on this or do I frog it? I'm hoping to be able to do that before I upload this video, but if I block it, I'm not sure it's going to be dry before I upload this video, so we'll see. But at least we can try it on unblocked and see how that fits. I think I'm going to make myself a coffee and then I'm going to unpick this and try this on. I've put my stitches on hold inside and also on the back, so I can try this on and we'll see how that fits. I'm a bit scared because I do kind of love this project. It's really pretty, but I haven't been knitting a lot of raglans lately because I think they don't really fit me or suit me, and so I don't know if this is a good idea anyway. Anyways, let's just try it on. I don't know. Fits, but it is very tight, so I don't think blocking will fix that. Yeah, I think this looks more like a t-shirt than a sweater, so I don't like that. It's a shame because it's very pretty, but it's just too tight everywhere. So I don't even know that I'm gonna block this because it's just yeah. What do you guys think? Because I'm not gonna frog it this weekend, so you guys can let me know what you think. Let's go back to the Fennel Seed Jacket fix. So I managed to redo the button band. What am I talking about? I managed to redo the neckband on my Fennel Seed Jacket. Finished. I just didn't put the button on yet, but I'm not even sure I'm gonna do it because I don't think I'll ever put it on. But I still did the buttonhole, so we'll see if I add it. I can do that if I want. I think it's not perfect, but it's definitely better. I'll try to include a before and an after. But this is how it's looking. Let me put it on. Yeah. I think it still flares out a little bit here, but I think I'm still happier with it. I'm kind of sad because you can probably see here, because I picked up stitches and I decreased 2 stitches on each side, there's a gap here, which kind of bothers me. But you know what? It's fine. It's better. It's not perfect, but it's handmade, so that's okay. And yeah, I mean, it's a little bit wonky, but yeah, I think I'll get more wear out of this one, so I'm happy about that. So yeah, this one is done, it's fixed, it's not perfect, but it's better, I'm much happier with it, and I'm kind of sad to have frogged my fluffy crop top and to be frogging my Alder sweater, but I think it's for the best. I'm not sure what I'm going to use the yarn from the fluffy crop top for. I might use it for the same pattern maybe, or another sort of summer top but with mohair, or maybe I'll use it as like a contrast color for a mohair project. I don't know. I've got some ideas for the Alder sweater yarn that I want to use it for. But yeah, I think I'm going to be much happier with my project now. Even if I've frogged 2 of them, I think it just makes more sense and they're not going to be lingering in my either whip pile or my wardrobe unloved. Now I'm going to reuse the yarn and use it to make something else that I'm going to love, or for someone else to love. Who knows? I want to say, if you participated in the Make It Work March, Carl, thank you so much for joining. It was really motivating to see all of you guys' projects and updates on the Discord server or on Instagram, and it really motivated me to keep working on mine because, to be honest, after the first frogging I was kind of feeling defeated a little bit. even though I kind of knew that that was going to happen, but you know. And if you didn't participate and you don't even know what I'm talking about, but you're just here for the fixing content, I hope that if you've got some projects that are lingering in your wardrobe or in your whip pile, unfinished, untouched, unloved, I hope you're going to show them some love and make them work for you. So thank you so much for tuning in. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!